Hello everyone, it's Carol from Practical Mystic. Thanks for joining me today. Glad to know we are going forward with our meaning, vibrational tone, and aspect for the number 15 day of birth on any month. It is an interesting day of birth to be born. There's a lot of information to cover. Let's go right to it. I want to make sure you see all this on your monitor. And as always, friends, I describe to you the planets, the signs, the elements of those signs, the energy brought about by both the planets and signs, as well as the challenge for the individual date of birth number. For the 15th, all the planets, including the esoteric planets, are the Sun, Mercury, and Venus. So you want to look to see where those are in your horoscope. The signs are Taurus, Libra, and Virgo. If you are any of these sun signs or risings, this is going to accentuate the information of that 15 vibration. The element, of course, is earth and air. The energy is both masculine and feminine, yin yang, active and receptive. The challenge, which I will discuss at the end of the video, is a number 4. I will also show you how that number is created. All double digits day of birth add emphasis to the life path number. It's important and may be very helpful for you to know what your life path number is. It is one number, but it's usually created of 2 if you have a 1, 5, or 6, or are a 1, 5, or 6 life path number. There's a great amount of emphasis here for you to take note of. So those born on the 15th day of any month are blessed with many honorable qualities. The number 1, ruled by the sun, seeks to shine its natural nurturing and enjoying qualities around family, friends, pets, and the home. Having the versatility of the number 5, those with this number absorb knowledge like a sponge through observation and concentration, much more than reading and book learning. They like to watch, and they also like to work with their hands, their body. The combined energy result in a 6 vibration. 5 and 1 is 6. This is adding generosity, warmth, sharing, and love. Most 15-6 individuals are excellent parents, teachers, and caregivers. I'm going to be a little bit more specific here. As I told you, this number is quite interesting, a little bit complex. When we look at the teaching, speaking, and writing abilities, they are accentuated if you are a Libra or Gemini sun or rising sign. These are going to be added to possibilities of your occupations, your gifts, and your talents. As far as art, design, dance, singing, and musical skills, there's going to be accentuated if you are a Taurus, a Libra, or a Leo sun or rising sign. The 15th day of birth individual works to bring harmony and will sacrifice for good causes, for friends and loved ones. They have keen judgment, are fair in personal and business dealings. They receive gut hunches, impulses, and intuitive insights. It's important, though, to keep in mind that the energy of this number also vacillates, is often changeable, and can be concerning and dizzying for those closest to them. This, in part, can be due to the interaction between the corresponding element of earth and air. We're going to be a little bit more specific here. The air, symbolic of the mind, is shifting, and it stimulates the 5 senses. Okay? And the earth, well, that is absorbing, and it's seeking to incorporate and give form. Therefore, these two, air and earth, must come into agreement in order for this energy to be productive. It is also here that the planet Venus, which is ruler of both Taurus and Libra, but Taurus is fixed and earth, and Libra is cardinal and air, they're going to struggle with partnerships, relationships, contracts, and personal boundaries unless they can manage these two elements. Taurus and Libra are assigned to the brain of the human body, also Aquarius and Cancer. This is what I mean. In astrology, all the sun signs have a human parts of the body. So Taurus and Libra, which is very heavy in the 15th day of birth vibration, is related to the brain. Now the brain, it is symbolic and used for renewable ideas. It's a thinking process. It evaluates. It hashes out. It also, the brain works on the emotional levels, the stimulant, the five senses. And of course, we have memories of the conscious and the unconscious. All of these are in play for those in the 15 vibration. Now, very quickly, I do want to say for those people who understand esoteric astrology, the key here is Virgo. Virgo in esoteric astrology is the ray of love and wisdom, the second ray, and is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is also in play here in the planets, and it corresponds to the number 5. So the key for the higher octave of the person born on the 15th day, the second ray of love and wisdom of Virgo, is when we rise above the Earth Mother consciousness and become the Virgin Mother, which is about using the wisdom inborn in you through the soul, and working on the love ray, which of course is unconditional love. So that is a helpful key. So if you are a Virgo born on the 15th day, you can see how important this information is. Now, there is a tendency for the individual to be either overly cooperative or extremely controlling. You can see the versatility and the opposition here at play. The life path number and remaining numbers in the complete date of birth would bring light to which of these tendencies are more likely to emerge in this individual. So we have to take the full chart into consideration. Again, it is wise to take into account the psychological well-being and condition of the individual. Achieving balance through a healthy sense of personal power and ability is part of the challenge of this date of birth. We'll talk about that challenge. So the structure of the individual and realizing the importance of their own personal power and not being overly cooperative and maybe giving away their power, and not having control of the situation. Now, it could be in many ways played out. We'll get into that here later on. But 2 or more 1s, 4s, and 8s would add to the tendency to control. Okay? If you have 2 or more 2s, 3s, 6s, and 7s, you would be inclined not to make wave. You would forfeit opportunity and eventually give in to pressure. So there's that tendency to be overly cooperative or extremely controlling. This will help you by looking at your own personal chart in the Pythagoras triangle, all the numbers in your date of birth. Of all the double-digit numbers, 15-6 holds two distinct qualities. The first, they often portray themselves as always happy and in good spirits. Now, this can be a mask that makes friends easily. It opens doors and may hide one's fears. Number two, they have difficulty voicing what they want, saying no, and setting healthy boundaries. And this also indicates that they are sensitive, and they can be very gracious and they can be very charming. Their mindset is often peace at all costs. This is where they give away their power. Their thinking is, this will make my life much easier, and others will like and accept me. Again, a lot has to do with your psychological upbringing, your own personal conditioning, your sun signs, and how many of the numbers that you have that would indicate either overly cooperating and extremely controlling. These are things that you want to kind of look at and see if you need to make some kind of adjustment and correction. Okay. In order to maintain this lifetime and behaviors, 15-6 will make many sacrifices, make personal changes, conform and adapt, even forfeit what they've worked for. They may end up changing jobs, relocating, and ending relationships in order to avoid a confrontation, face the truth, and or work to establish their own self-worth. Now, this, of course, can be extreme. I'm trying to redefine it by also giving you additional sun signs and rising signs. So this would certainly be more true for water sign people like Pisces and Cancer, but less so for Scorpio. And also life path numbers 2, 6, and 7. Again, family upbringing and environment come into play. Much of the personality self for this number can be attributed to what it believes will give them love, contentment, and a sense of belonging. These are all healthy qualities that give the 15-6 structure and security. The individual will attach themselves to these beliefs with dedication and persistence to benefit all involved. Again, they'll sacrifice for friends, family, loved ones. Many seek to practice unconditional love. An important lesson is for them to learn to value, honor, trust, and love themselves first and foremost. When the ego is out of balance, they can be self-absorbed, defiant, controlling, and use their gifts in manipulative ways to get what they want. Often this stems from a victim mentality, looking to pay back wrongs or level the playing field. In parentheses, I put more information about the properties of number 6. That is the second number of the 15. The 15 is 5 and 1 is 6. Now 6 is a number of desire. That resonates to Venus. Venus is about pleasures. So understanding this, we can see that if number 6 is a number of desires and Venus is pleasures, therefore, what do we desire and what do we perceive gives us pleasure are all things this number must ask themselves when times are stressful and chaotic. Okay? The balanced energy of the yin-yang in the 15th day of birth again bring those with this number an inborn tendency to be fair and seek understanding in everything that they value and care about. Most do and are successful in achieving what they are living when they are living a balanced lifestyle. I'm also breaking it down for both women and men because of that yin-yang energy. The women with this number are usually excellent cooks, mothers, and teachers, having many domestic skills. They're very versatile, and she can balance home, family, and work with ease. She is the super mom, the superwoman. She must guard against getting in, bear with me here, a rut or routine and be able to step outside her comfort zone and apply herself in things that challenge her. For the men with this date of birth, they apply themselves more to things that are tangible and bring lasting security. They're willing to try different occupations until they find a position that allows them freedom in their work. Men may have difficulty working with the yin-yang energy. Most often, they will lean towards one or the other. Personality-wise, he could be an easygoing, home-loving husband, father, and peacemaker, or the elusive adventurer and warrior type, never home or available to his family. He finds obligations and responsibility often infringing on his lifestyle. So you can see the dichotomy here as well. Here are some additional occupations. All jobs which are changeable in nature and lean towards offering some form of service or building structure. Teachers, coaches, administrators, travel agencies, realtors, transportation industries, and those described earlier where I talked about teaching, speaking, writing skills, art, design, dance, singing, and musical abilities. All right, the challenge, the 4. How we get that is we add up the number on the right and the larger number, and we subtract it from the lesser number. So 5 minus 1 is going to give us 4. So there, the 4 challenge is to achieve self-discipline and apply oneself to a task without feeling oppressive or given in to outer distractions. That's the challenge of the individual born on the 15th day. The number 15 is working the 5 energy through the 1 vibration, the number on its left. In essence, this lifetime, the individual is learning self-restraint. There is a tendency to scatter talents, time, and abilities, often preferring stimulation through constant change and variety. This limits the individual in what he or she can achieve in this lifetime. There is progression for this individual when they learn to set limits, priorities, form healthy boundaries, and take responsibility for their choices as well as their actions. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Thanks for your patience of getting this information out. Always feel free to contact me with any questions. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your comments. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye for now.